channel. It's me, Brie, and in today's video I wanted to kind of do something a little bit different. Over the last few months for me personally has been a whirlwind of emotions and decision making and commitment, and to be quite honest, it has taken a lot of, you know, my time and my effort, and I've been feeling a little bit stressed out. Okay, so I wanted to share a video with you guys of 8 things that I do to distress, and maybe they can be beneficial for you as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so these are in no particular order, but the first one that I have written down is unplug. Now, when I say unplug, everybody's like, okay, you know, yeah, get off social media, take some time. But for me, when I unplug, I actually unplug. I turn my phone off, I don't watch TV, I don't watch the news, I don't do any of it. I literally unplug and I go do something that makes me happy. Usually we spend a lot of our time scrolling on social media or the news or TV, and we're always so engaged in something, and there's just always so much outside noise. So what I recommend is really just unplugging, if that's for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or maybe even going to take a shower or a bath and taking that time for yourself with no other distractions. I feel like that could be really, really beneficial, because it definitely is beneficial to me. Speaking of baths or showers, I love baths, okay? I really do. I love showers as well, but baths, you know, they just feel a little bit different. So me personally, I also love to use CBD. I usually add the two together, so I'll unplug and take a bath at the same time, and I will just relax. I will let the water just kind of take me and just feel all whatever I have to feel, and just really submerge myself, all my feelings, all of my thoughts into the bath. And quite honestly, I sleep so much better when I do that. So I don't know if baths are your thing, but if you like a shower, or heck, if you want to go in the river or take a dip that way and just kind of allow the water to take you and kind of just float, right? Just float with your emotions, float with your thoughts. I don't know. I really like baths. They're very, very soothing to me, and I think they're really good. So baths are what I do. Okay, so the next tip number 3, is going to be breathing. Now, breathing is one of those things that people are like, yeah, it's a no-brainer, right? We breathe all the time. We have to breathe to live. But at the same time, breath can be so, like, breath work in general can be so much more than just keeping you alive. And I know that sounds weird, because being alive is important, like probably the most important, or else you couldn't do anything else. But for me, I've realized that if I'm in some sort of stressful state or panic mode, I usually practice, it's called the 5-5-7 breath. And you breathe in for 5 seconds, you hold it for 5 seconds, and then you exhale for 7. And honestly, it kind of just brings your heart rate and everything back down to a normal level. So I usually practice this if I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like I said, stressed out, or if something's completely out of my control, I will use the breath technique to really help me get back to center. Tip number 4. So this sounds really funny, and it's what I do all the time. Just like I'm talking to this camera, I talk to myself. And tip number 4 is going to be brain dumping. So how I view brain dumping, you can even do this journaling, writing it out. But for me personally, I talk to myself a lot. I will go through scenarios verbally out loud to myself. I will have like other parts of things chime in, and people probably think I'm crazy. If anyone probably were with me every day 24/7, like, this girl is nuts. I talk to myself so much. But sometimes I feel as if I've talked myself through something, or maybe something that had happened in the past, or how I'm going to prepare for something in the future, it really gives me different perspectives, because I can say it out loud and really allow myself to be open to whatever other thoughts come my way. Or for situations in the past, sometimes I replay those, but I verbally replay them, and it kind of helps me address any emotions I maybe suppressed or didn't think about or tried not to think about, and it really helps me release whatever thoughts or emotions that I have about a certain situation. So I like to brain dump. You guys can even write. I sometimes like writing, but for me, these brain dumps come really randomly, and sometimes I just feel compelled to talk, and then other times I'm silent. So if it ever feels right for you, don't stop it. If it's writing it out, if it's speaking it out, really recommend to just let it flow free and just release whatever needs to be released. Okay, tip number 5 is moving my body. Now, moving your body can be anything that you want it to be. I really like going on walks, getting some fresh air, and really just being intentional about what I'm doing. Obviously, if you guys hate the gym or you hate certain type of movement, I wouldn't recommend that, because if you hate it, you're not gonna enjoy it. But really doing something that you like to do, that's fun for you, and that gets your heart rate up, okay? I know it releases endorphins, it releases happy chemicals, and it really is true. So if I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed and I needed to just take a walk, I will. One thing that I would always do when I worked in an office job in the military is I would go walk down the hallway. I would go see my friends. I would take a breather, because it's needed. You really just can't be go, go, go all the time. You really need a minute to breathe, to relax, and to kind of free up your mind in a way. So I like to move my body, go on walks, the gym. I don't like bikes or anything like that. I mean, I could if the opportunity presented itself, but you know, maybe basketball or something like that. Whatever really moves your body and you like to do, I recommend going to do that. And so for tip number 6 is dance and sing in music. Sometimes if I'm feeling overwhelmed or stressed out, or I'm just kind of in a bad mood, I think to myself, when's the last time I've listened to music? Sometimes I'll go 2 weeks without listening to music. Like actually listening to music, being really like involved, feeling it. It'll be weeks. And I'm like, well, no wonder. Well, no wonder. I really, really like music. If you're somebody who is super in tune with music, kind of talks through their feelings through music, I really recommend listening to music, dancing, moving your body that way, dancing or singing. Our whole family is full of singers, so releasing that way is really, really nice and fun. But for me personally, if I'm feeling frustrated or kind of just in a bad mood, I literally will think to myself, when's the last time I've listened to music? When's the last time I've danced? When's the last time, you know, sang anything? And sometimes it's been a long time. So what I'll do is I'll get up in the morning, I will put on YouTube music or something like that, or put my phone on, and I will just be dancing and singing all morning, and just kind of having my own dance party to myself, and really just feeling it and being present in the moment with myself. And whatever dance moves come out, whatever songs come out, whatever bad notes come out, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Tip number 7 is take more frequent breaks. So I've talked about, you know, taking a break from work, taking a break from whatever you're doing. And I actually had something happen to me I think it was about 3 weeks ago, and I was experiencing really bad brain fog. I was going through a lot of stress with the move and a lot of other things going on, like buying the house. And to be quite honest, I, in some crazy way, thought I could handle it all by myself. I wanted to take as much stress off of Shar as I could, and I wanted to take on all that and be like, I got it, don't worry about it. But I then was experiencing really bad brain fog, and I felt super not myself, just super out of body. And one thing I realized was I needed to take breaks. I needed to unplug. I needed to do all of these things for myself, because I couldn't make all of these decisions. I couldn't make all these commitments by myself. And I really had to take a break and take a step back and kind of re-figure out a plan that was more beneficial for the both of us. And it wasn't until my body actually physically told me, girl, you need to figure it out, that I had to make a change. Like, I was so go, 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 and super just trying to get things done and, you know, do my best. But my body physically had to be like, girl, you're not gonna be able to think right now. Here, let's make you feel super just loopy, and maybe that will help you listen to me. My body was not playing around. So for me, when I feel stressed, I feel it really, really physically, and that really helps me indicate that it's time to take a break. Let's figure it out. So take more breaks, even if you're at work. Like I said, go on a walk down the hallway, take a second from your computer to just get up and stretch and move and kind of clear your head for a little bit, or go look outside. I'm always like stopping my work and going to look outside. What are the workers doing? What are the neighbors doing? I'm nosy. Hey, hi, how you doing? That's just who I am. And it also helps me kind of get out of my really work panic mode. Okay, and the last thing for me, if you guys don't know, tip number 8 is clean and declutter. So one thing that I always do is I'm always cleaning. I like to declutter. I feel as if I'm feeling a little bit anxious, I like to move my hands. I like to be doing something. So cleaning and decluttering is really big for me. That's something that I really like to do. And then if you think about it, the aftermath of you cleaning is a clean space, right? It's a clean kitchen, it's a clean living room, it's a clean bedroom, and your clean space ultimately helps your mind relax because you're not thinking of, or you're not seeing all of the things that you have to do today or tomorrow, and you're not constantly making a to-do list of, oh my gosh, my house is a mess or whatever, I have to do X, Y, and Z. Also, same thing goes for your phone, okay? If you have so many text messages or something, right? Sometimes I miss people's text messages because I have so many, just like ad text messages or, you know, messages from companies, and I miss the ones that are really important. So I try, and maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, I'll go and clean out my text messages, and I'm really trying hard to be better about my email since more email traffic is happening in my life, to make sure I'm really prepared and organized that way so I can create a less stressful environment for myself, dealing with work and personal stuff. So those are my 8 tips. Like I said, they were really personal to me. If you are somebody who deals with stress and anxiety, maybe try some of these tips. If they work for you, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I mean, these are things that I do. I could probably name so much more, but I didn't want to overwhelm you. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button. If you guys haven't subscribed and would like to, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to never miss an upcoming video, please hit that bell icon. All right, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.